Savory. Welcome to the channel. Today I've got footage from the 2025 Redlands Downtown Criterium Cat 3-4 race. Before I hop into the commentary on this race, I just want to talk about how awesome this event is. If you're not familiar, the Redlands Stage Race is a 5-day stage race in Redlands, California, and it's one of the last remaining pro stage races in America. So this event actually takes place during the final stage of the stage race. So on this day, the pros started their stage at 2 p.m. They did 2 laps of this crit course before heading out into the hills to do 12 laps around the neighborhoods of Redlands. This race that I'm in started 10 minutes later at 2:10. It was 40 minutes. So after I finished my race here, I was able to bike a few miles into the neighborhood and watch the pros race a bit. I then came back to the course where I was able to watch the Pro 1-2 Crit Race, which was at 3:45. It included the likes of Justin Williams, who won the race, as well as a lot of other top racers who didn't make the time cut of the stage race. After that race finished, then the pro stage race comes back and finishes their stage with 5 laps of this crit course, where I was able to watch fellow Marylander Scott McGill take the win. So it's a really awesome day racing and also watching the race. So I was really excited to do this race because the last 2 years I happened to be sick during this weekend, so I wasn't able to come out. I was also really excited because it's one of the rare occasions that the course is not a rectangle. So the first feature of this course is a very tight first turn. It's also a short course. It's about 1 kilometer long, 0.62 miles. And the main feature is that this side of the course is a slight downhill into a headwind. And then the front straightaway that's quite long is a slight uphill. So it really becomes challenging throughout the entire course. I'd never done this course before, so I was taking the turns kind of cautiously. Although it's kind of deceiving when you're riding because you see the barriers coming up. You think it's a tighter turn than it actually is, but most of the turns are pretty sweeping. The one that it kept tripping me up was this one because it looks like you're going straight into the barriers and you gotta make a tight turn, but really it's like 3 lanes wide, so there's plenty of space to take the turn wide. This is the slight uphill, so you can see everybody punching it to keep with the front of the group. So skipping ahead a bit to about 10 minutes into the race, it really started to get strung out. You can see just how large the field is and how strung out the field is. So it really took some effort to try to stick with the pack. I was also trying to figure out places that I could move up on this course. Honestly, I was kind of struggling with where good places to move up were besides the front straight, which requires pretty significant effort since it's a slight uphill. So here you can see I lose the wheels, take the turn pretty badly, and I'm doing like 800 watts to try to get back with the group. So definitely not sustainable for 40 minutes for me to do that every single lap. As we catch the group, I decide to follow this guy and push up a little bit. Again, trying to find places to move up. Figured I'd try the inside line on this first turn. Well, I didn't really move up at all. Being in the wheels here, where there was a slight headwind, definitely helps out. So moving ahead to about 24 minutes into the race. Here I noticed, so there was a group that got off the front, and then I was worried that the field was splitting here, so I gave it a pretty big effort to try to reconnect with this front group. which in hindsight, I think, not saying I would have done any better in this race if I didn't do this, but I do think that was a bit of unnecessary effort. I should have just stayed in that second group and realized that it would all come back together. You can see now my heart rate's close to 180, which is essentially my max. So yeah, probably wasn't the best decision. So I'm gonna move ahead here to 3 laps to go. The front group is still, or sorry, there's still a group off the front at this point. There's been some chase efforts to bring it back, but nothing coordinated. So honestly, at this point, I figured, those 3 guys up the road were gonna take the win, and then I just need to figure out how to move up. So at the time, I was kind of wondering like why I wasn't able to move up and why I felt like I just kept getting shuffled into the back of this group. And watching the footage again, I realized my heart rate was just way too high. And I think the heat and the surginess of this course really just took a toll on me, and that by the end of the race I was pretty cooked. And yeah, it kind of explains why I didn't end up having such a great result here.
First place is a $150 gift card. Second place is 40 cash. 2 place field for another line next time through riders. 2 place.
Yeah, so here I should be moving up for sure, trying to get towards the front of the pack. But I think just the fatigue from the race was kind of pushing me to take it easy when I could and try to recover. But you take it easy back there, and then you have to do 600 watts coming out of the turn. So I think in hindsight, it would have been better to just keep moving up on that front straightaway and then conserve energy on this portion of the course. Here I lose connection with the wheel in front of me. Yeah, I don't know. For whatever reason, this day I just was not cornering well, was not holding wheels, and that last turn's really important too because it's going to be a hard effort up this hill anyway. So whatever help you can get from a draft is useful. Here I am moving on the outside, finally trying to move up. Should have done this the last lap. Take this turn, all right. Get shoved into the gutter. So I think that too kind of freaked me out, and also my heart rate's like totally maxed out. So you can see the front of the race just giving away at this point, and I kind of conceded that I would not do well in this race. So pushed a bit, but yeah, just wanted to bring it in at this point. I think I ended up getting like 26th out of 50-ish, so right in the middle. But yeah, overall, really awesome race. Excited to do it again next year. Hopefully you can do better. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you at the next one.